Hey, it's mrXirish here with another Total War Newscast Wednesday. Happy Halloween, as this is for the week of October 31st. I know a lot of you guys are probably too busy making your costumes that are your favorite general or battle unit or infantry unit or cavalry unit for Total War. So I will not try to bother you for too long. We have a short podcast or newscast for today. Not too much going on, obviously, since the major update with the Battle of Carthage gameplay released last week. I'll link you my last video if you want to look more into that if you haven't seen that gameplay for Rome 2 yet. But first thing we're kind of doing today is a discussion question that I found on Reddit. Once again, if you haven't visited Reddit, reddit.com, you can find the Total War subreddit, which will allow you to talk and communicate with other fellow Total War players throughout the community. But this question is, do you think campaign multiplayer will be expanded on? What would you like to see in Rome 2? I talked about a little bit about this last week. For the past Total War games and Napoleon, all I played is Napoleon Medieval, but it's pretty much the same thing. There's siege battles. Medieval siege battles are a little more intimate, I guess, but Napoleon, you just kind of try to get into the castle, but and there's just a normal 1v1 X versus X amount of players battle on a certain type of map. So the question here is there anything really more they can do for multiplayer? Total War, Napoleon tried the multiplayer campaigns. I think Shogun does that too, but those are oftentimes a little glitchy, and not everyone's going to be playing the campaign at the exact same time. So there's some faults with that. But I think a big thing is with the video of Rome 2 for the Battle of Carthage. If you remember, those troops approaching, they kind of had there's the tactical view map from above. They had certain objectives, and or at least this is what the commentators said in that video. They had certain objectives that they're going to throughout the city. It wasn't just a last man standing type of thing. So it would be kind of cool if maybe a new game mode they can incorporate is it's kind of like a tug of war. If you've played World of Conflict, you know this, where each team kind of has teams, one team's defending, one team's attacking, then you switch off after. But then you want to see how many flags you can capture to win that round, or how many flags you can fend off or keep throughout that round, which it might involve keeping certain points, keeping certain waypoints throughout the city, or maintaining certain walls, or preventing breaches. I don't know, but it's just another kind of idea for a multiplayer besides just last man standing. But other than that, if you guys have any ideas about maybe other things you can do for multiplayer, remember to comment below. We're just looking here. Some smaller custom 1v1 campaign maps with a couple more nations. In Napoleon, I know there's only like 8 nations you can choose from. Medieval, there's quite a few. But it would be good to have a lot of nations to choose from that are hopefully relatively even. You can't just play as France and always win every single game. Obviously, if some way they could improve the campaign somehow, email notification or something, so that you can play campaign without actually having to wait for long periods of time or something to that nature. One feature I really did like about Napoleon is the drop-in battle. For me, I always have that enabled, so if someone wants to drop in my battle, it doesn't seem to happen really at all. But if more people were to use that, that'd be kind of a cool feature. I try to drop in every once in a while, but it just waits and usually never finds anyone's game for a while. And so that's basically it. If you have any comments about that, remember to leave them below. The next thing for the newscast is the featured mod, and this is one that I've not used, but I've been recommended to use for Medieval. It is Stainless Steel 7.0. I think currently there's in 6.4, but 7.0 is coming out soon. Stainless Steel for Medieval 2 Total War. A lot of things are involved, a lot of new regions to be discovered, some new routes, I believe. Take a look here. 3 sea and 2 land exploration, directions, 14 landmark discoveries recreated. I guess from the looks of it, more historical accuracy is involved in the game. Prestige and titles actually mean something, or a little, or more so at least. I'm just kind of looking down here. When in need, the Pope will ask you to lead purely punitive expedition against pagans or followers of Allah. So maybe some more involvement with actually having to listen to the Pope more. So terminating crusading army, the Golden Age. Each exploration stage in great building construction brings you closer to your goal in the Golden Age. Leader development, spoils of war. New system of rewards, attacker gets more money. Winning with odds against a player gives additional funds, particularly when heavily outnumbered. The bigger AI army, the bigger and better the rewards. So I'm continuing to use vanilla for Medieval 2. I've not tried this mod, but from what I've heard a lot of people, it's a very good mod. It is made by, or all credit goes to Germanica 5. on twcenter.net forums for showcasing this mod. So I'll leave a link below, but this is stainless steel for Medieval 2 Total War. And the last thing I'm really going to be talking about is just, I guess it's kind of a question I'm posing. Obviously, as you guys know, I really try to promote Reddit, the subreddit Total War on reddit.com. We're up to about 6,500 people. I believe 3 weeks ago we had almost 6,000, so we've been getting a lot of people. A lot of times people just post things about photos, funny situations, but I think it would be really cool if more people join it. It could really turn into more of a conversation starter, like describe your favorite battle, your most favorite battle ever. Cool campaign partner, asking questions like what people think instead of just the normal, like, I can't get this to work, and someone help me, things that could easily be Googled with, a minute of investigation, or just kind of funny little tidbits like, well, I mean, those are fun, but really in subreddit, sometimes in the Total War subreddit, that's all you see, like just funny little situations. But a question I want to pose to you is, what is your favorite way to get involved in the community in Total War, or if you even do? So whether it's Total War subreddit, TotalWar.com, TotalWar.org, Heaven Games, TW Center, whatever your preference is, leave a comment below and we can talk about it. So what site or source do you prefer to use when talking about Total War with the community? So other than that, I know this was a very short and probably not too involved newscast. Obviously, there hasn't been any big news. If there continues to be no big news, I might start doing every 2 weeks instead. But obviously, last week and the week before, I had to do some since there was some new Realm 2 features and gameplays out there. So happy Halloween. Be safe. Obviously, if you are involved or situated in the East Coast of the United States, we will keep you in our thoughts. For Hurricane Sandy is all over the news, and it looks like there was some devastating paths and destructions that it laid in its path, or left in its path. So if you are on the East Coast of the United States, we'll keep you in our thoughts. Remember to be safe before you get involved in another battle. So other than this is mrXirish. Thanks for watching. I'll have another video out soon.